Y'all, I've been waiting for so long for this stupid lawnmower to stop running outside of my window, but I am super busy today, so I have to just keep going, and in a shocking turn of events, my audio is gonna suck. Yes, I am well aware that audio is one of the most important components of the video, but I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to audio, and so if someone's willing to teach me, I'm happy to learn, but I'm sorry, I'm just sorry. Hey, internet! Does anyone else feel like when it starts getting really nice outside, you just automatically start feeling like a new person? Like you feel so happy and like everything's gonna go well and you can just like walk around whistling. It's a great feeling. Here in Maryland, it is 75 degrees outside right now. For those of you who are not American, that is 24 degrees Celsius, and yes, I totally use Snapchat to figure that out. As it starts getting warmer out, my tattoo starts making more of an appearance. My favorite saying is, sun's out, sun's out. Nyla asked me recently about my tattoo and whether or not I had done a video on it, and I realized that I haven't, so I'm gonna do that today. So first of all, this is my first and only tattoo. I got it 4 years ago in 2012. I had just turned 21, I was at school, and me and a friend of mine decided we were gonna go get tattoos together. That makes it sound like it was a spur of the moment thing. It definitely wasn't. I had been thinking for 2 years about this tattoo. I decided I wanted to get a tattoo for my dad, and I decided I wanted to get a sun because my dad used to always sing the song "You Are My Sunshine" to me. So that's my strongest memory and connection with my dad, and I felt like a simple sun would be a great way to remember him in tattoo form. I ended up drawing the sun myself because I wanted it to have kind of a doodle feel. The sun actually has 6 rays, one for each of my parents and then one for each of the 4 kids. And as you can see, they're not all exactly angled perfectly because that's part of the doodle design. It wasn't supposed to be perfect. So my friend and I went to Bear's Den Tattoo in Catonsville, Maryland. We just kind of walked in, I had my picture, she kind of had an idea of what she wanted, we told them, and they did it. Overall, it was a really good experience. I don't have any trouble with needles, so that wasn't an issue. I didn't feel like it was all that painful. The weirdest part was when it started getting onto my shoulder bone and it was like vibrating the bone. That was definitely weird. The guy who did it, though, thought that he would try to play a joke on me and tell me originally that it was supposed to take an hour, and me not knowing anything about tattooing and never having the experience before was like, ooh, okay. Sure. He quickly let me know that that was not the case. Since this tattoo is so small, I only had to pay the shop minimum, which at that time was $50. Unfortunately, there is a spot or two in the tattoo that isn't completely filled in, and that's a little bit frustrating that you spend money on something and then it's not completely right. But I figure when I get my next tattoo, I'll get that filled in. So yes, I definitely do want more tattoos. I particularly want like a relatively big colored old-fashioned piece. I think I'm gonna get it kind of on my side / upper thigh area. But like I said, it took me 2 years to decide on this, so I'm still working on it, but I just recently saw a design that I really like. That being said, I don't think I'll ever be covered with tattoos. I probably will only ever have a handful if I do end up getting more. It's funny because I was raised to think that people with tattoos were like inherently bad people. Like if you saw someone with a tattoo, you knew that they just weren't a good person. But then my brother Josh went into the military, came home with some tattoos. That taboo was broken. So when I finally decided that I wanted to get this tattoo, I was 21 years old and an adult. So I was basically like, hey mom, I'm doing this just so you know. Don't want you to think that I'm trying to keep it a secret, but I'm 21. Ultimately, I don't think I'll ever regret getting this tattoo. I like it so much. I love the placement. I'm glad that I got to draw it myself. It means a whole lot to me. Do you have any tattoos? Would you ever get any tattoos? This seems to be quite a polarizing issue, but I'd love to talk to you down in the comments, and if you have any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.